Okay, this is a 2.3 out of a 91 Ford Ranger. Now, I wasn't very good at doing a step-by-step removal of the engine. I just can't do that, too crippled. So, what I'll do is show you where everything is. For example, back here is the brace. Now, I'm assuming all this is doing is preventing this part of the block from cracking, which a lot of engines did. See, there's just one bolt holding it on, and the transmission bolt that goes through here to the transmission. You got another bolt to the transmission here. Here's your motor mount. You got 3 bolts. 1, 2, 3, holding the motor mount on. It's that simple. Now here's your AC bracket. I kept the air compressor in there. I did not disconnect it. You got 3 bolts holding it on from the side. And of course these 4 bolts hold the bracket, the AC bracket, to this. Real simple. Now here's your coil pack and your coil pack bracket. It is held in by 1 bolt under here. It's kind of hard to see. Okay, and then also when you put the exhaust manifolds back on, you'll have this heat shield. Okay, this heat shield that will go on the outside of the exhaust manifolds to help keep it hot. That goes right to the exhaust manifolds on the outside of the manifold as a heat shield. Okay, let me get there a little bit. Okay, now some of the kind of the obvious stuff. Just so here's your belt adjuster for the AC compressor. That's real easy. This bolt here. This is one of the bolts that holds this bracket on and this bracket. It's a through bolt, goes all the way through this and this to the block. And there's one more down here. Obviously your water pump's real simple. It's only got 3 bolts holding it on in there. Right? 1 on the bottom, 2 up there. Here is your thermostat housing. It's got 2 bolts. That's a no-brainer inside there, right? Okay. Now your belt, your hose down here, your lower belt, obviously that's a no-brainer. Also the brackets right there. Now your crankshaft pulley, behind it is your crankshaft position sensor or timing sensor. And you gotta take the bolt, this thing off to take the belt off. Okay, I'm gonna go around. You might want to go around too.
And here's the other side.
Let's kind of start at the back of the motor a little bit, just because. Now, right here, water temperature sending unit, right here. Right here is your oil pressure switch. Oil filter, no brainer. Your crankshaft position timing wire. Your other coil bracket's down here. Now it's got the 4 bolts holding it down. There's also the brackets being held on the old fuel pump boss down here with just 2 bolts. Now here you got the other motor mount held on by 3 bolts. And this bracket, same thing, which is held on to that motor mount. See, 1, 2, 3. And then the bolt going through here to the transmission. There's another bolt to the transmission up here. Now your power steering bracket, which I showed earlier, but I'm going to do it on this one anyway since it's right here. It's held on by, I think, 3 bolts. There's 1 down here. Kind of hard to get. No, it's not too hard to get to in the car. There's that one. And of course, inside, come back over here. You can just go past me. Whee! Got a bolt here, 2 bolts in here, holding the power steering bracket down. And this one down here. That simple. The alternator, obviously very simple. You got the 1 bolt here. The bracket back here, see this here, back here? You got 3 bolts holding the bracket to the block. And then your bolt goes up your through bolt goes up there. Yeah. Of course, this is your engine lift bracket, which is bolted to the intake manifold. Now your intake manifold is in two pieces, which I'm sure you already know this, but while we're here. The lower piece obviously has 2, 4, 6, 8 bolts, 2 on each runner. And they're really easy to get to from the side with a long extension, and I think they're 10mm bolts. And of course these holes are for your fuel rails, which I don't have redone yet. And here's of course your vacuum port for all your vacuum accessories and so on. Now that's pretty much really it. Of course your oil pan has got the typical bolts down there. I don't need to show you where all of those are. But just in case, here's a temperature sending unit. And here's that temperature sending unit. Why does it have two? I don't know that. That's just what the shop manual says. So that's what it is. Yeah. Now normally you will have here a tube running from this hole here. Can you see that?
Yes.
From here up to your heater hose, and it will go through this bracket here. But I live in Texas. You got that?
This hose.
Okay. Yeah.
See, it'll sit
Normally, exactly, that'll be back there. And that just runs hot water through your intake manifold, so on cold days it'll start better. I live in Texas. I don't need hot water running through my hot intake manifold. So I'm just going to get a plug, which I have right here. This little plug here, this brass fitting, this plug. I'm just going to put some of that Teflon tape around it and plug that hole with it. Just going to plug that hole with it that way, because I don't need hot water circulating it. Okay, go around. Okay, look, yeah, look, while we're here in the back, your transmission mounts, like I already said, 1, 2, 3, 4. You took them out. That's right. Correct?
There's only 2 on the top.
There's only 2 up here. I'm sorry. My
Depends
bad.
on if you have automatic or standard.
Hey, I did a good job raising my son. 1, 2, 3 on each side. That's 6 bolts. Of course, here you got your yeah, I haven't put this on
Flywheel
yet.
thing.
Flywheel for your clutch. Haven't done that yet. I'm going to. So now you know where they are. They're on the top of the engine in the back for your transmission mounts on the side. Pretty easy to get to. Under the car. And of course your starter goes over here, but we're not going to get into that because I don't have it on here and I can't show you. Very good. Let's see, I think that's pretty much all I was going to... Yeah, the rest of it's no-brainer. I just kind of... You know, it's not often you get to see all the way around an engine. I know there's a lot of videos on YouTube, but I just thought I would throw this one in there so you can see what yours looks like on the 91 Ranger. Now I don't know, are the Mustangs and the T-Birds and stuff different? I know some of their intakes are a little different, but you know, are the motor mounts the same? Maybe not on a Mustang or T-Bird, I don't know that. So but this goes to the Ranger pickup. And that's about it. So this is for my use, and if you guys find it useful, well, good. Yeah, I'm just going to put the fuel rail back on, the clutch back on, the original clutch. It was in perfect shape. It's only got 120,000 miles on it. And just put it, get it back in maybe tomorrow if I work hard. All right, well, and did you get the front of the engine?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Well, enjoy. Have a good day, guys. Bye.